Hello, everyone. I wish you a pleasant day on this Friday. I am now currently stationed in Zagreb in Croatia. We don't have so much nice weather, so it's a little bit dark and we expecting some rain. And today I will give you a short presentation about how to increase mobility on the region level using the local railway lines. So maybe first, because this is like online session, so we will not have opportunity to drink coffee together. I'm associate professor at the Faculty of Transport and Traffic Sciences at the University of Zagreb. I'm head of chair for railway transport management. I am also vice president of Croatian Chamber of Transport Engineers. I am president of group of integrated public passenger transport at the Croatian Chamber of Economy. And I'm the president of the governing board of Croatian Railway Safety Agency, or so-called National Safety Authority. So for today, I prepare like a short summary. First, I will have some introduction. Then I will talk to you about vicious circle. Then I will show you one very interesting case study in South Bohemia in Czech Republic. And then I will try to make some conclusions. So for introduction, we all know that regional railway are under the break-even point. It's mean that very big amount of the regional railways are on this like border when we decided it will good to run it or it is better to shut it down. Why is that? Because on regional level we have very big and high competition of the cars. So the first issue is that the number of the cars is rising exponentially. The quality of the road is also rising, not so quick, but also rising. Then we have lack of investment on these regional railway lines. And of course, because we are on this break-even point, there is necessity for subsidy. So in current situation, it's almost impossible that we run regional railway line with no helping from getting the subsidies. So what is the vicious circle? This is like a circle that it's very often used to explain regional railway across the Europe, not only in Slovenia or Croatia, or Hungary or Austria, but we can see this process in the whole Europe. So what happened? First, we find out that the number of the passenger is dropping down. The next thing that we decided to do, that we cut down the number of the trains. So the number of trains dropped down also. After that, we lose the quality of service. So because the number of the passenger is dropping down, we decided to make less trains on the track, and then the overall quality of service is dropping down. And what happened? This circle repeat. And after few iteration, we get zero passengers. With zero passengers, we get zero trains. With zero trains, we get no service. So is there any options how we can go out of this circle? For sure, there is this. And for sure, the regional government or regional people can do quite good things to make railway again on the track. So here I would like to share with you one comic. So how the stakeholders see the story of regional railway line today. This comic is from very famous American guy called Andy Singer. He has a lot of books or a lot of comics with the topic of public transport systems. And on this comic, we can see, for example, on first picture, we have a public investment. And then on the second picture, we can see wasteful subsidies. So on one side, the opinion of the people is that when we invest in the road, this is okay. This is we call public investment. And when we invest some money in a regional railway line, then they say that it's completely crazy to put any money in this kind of the system. This is a very important paradigm for understanding the future of the regional railway lines, that we must change the mindset of the user. So we build, or we will make a new railway regional services because the people need that kind of service. So now I will try to be very short and very brief on one very positive scenario. This is the case study in South Bohemia. And I think when we want to find a solution, we will always find the way how to make something better. So in South Bohemia, you can see on my slide, down there is České Budějovice. This is like a capital of this part of the Czech Republic. And here we have two railway lines. One is here and one is here. So one is Tin nad Vltavou and the second one is to Netolice. Officially, these two railway lines are closed for passenger transport more than 10 years ago. So the government of South Bohemia and the Czech national operator decided that the number of passengers is too low, and they decided not to run trains there. Of course, there was a very nice initiatives of the people living in those two cities, so Tin nad Vltavou and Netolice, and they want to have like a tourist offer, because you can see on this map, except the railway, you have very nice castles, very nice sceneries to see with the train. So they decided to make a new timetable between Netolice and Tin nad Vltavou, only on weekends, so Saturday and Sundays, and the whole line was run by the private operator. So they find out that there is a private operator in the railway sector that want to have tourists staying in this neighborhood. So you can see here, it's not so dense timetable, but you have trains during the whole day. And what is important, on each last stop in Netolice or in Tin nad Vltavou, there is also bus connection to other scenery that it cannot be achieved by the railway connection. So they make like an integrated approach for tourist line, railway plus buses, so that people come there. On Czech language, they call that Jihočešské leto s motorečekom. So it's mean that they have like South Bohemian summer with motor railway trains. Very interesting. Here's some picture. So on the left picture, here you can see how it's look, this motor train. This is the station in Tin nad Vltavou. You can see it's very typical railway station for this part of the Europe. Then here you can see the bus. Very interesting key point. This is the old Icarus bus. So it's a very old bus. So it's like a tourist offer. It's very interesting for people that they run with some old-fashioned railway motor car and then with the old-fashioned buses. And here you can see that they organize in June like mini day of railway for this region. So all politicians, all big and important people came here to celebrate this kind of offer. So instead of some large and huge conclusion, I like to quote Anthony Fox. He said like this: the reality about transportation is that future-oriented. If we are planning for what we have, we are behind the curve. So what he want to say us, when we plan railway services for today, we are late, too late. We need to plan railway services at least for 5 years in advance, and we can start running trains now, but the results will come with the year. So we must be patient. Thank you all for your attention.